Hi, this is Sean. Welcome to GuitarReferenceGuide.com. Today we're going to go through Waiting on the Day by John Mayer. This is off of his latest record, Paradise Valley. Great record, a lot of really good songs on it. Very easy tune. The only thing that poses a little bit of a challenge here and there is sometimes you're not going to have 4 beats for the measure. Sometimes you'll have to break it into 2 beats and then go back to 4 beats. Basic, it's in the key of D. Basic chords is going to be D sus2, D. We're going to have some little variations on the chords. We're also going to have an A chord, a B minor chord, a G chord. On the G chord, he's also going to do a lot of variations. He'll be playing a G6 chord, add 9, major 7. But if you have a hard time with some of these chords, you can also just play a standard G chord will work, so you can make it a little bit easier that way. So, hope you like what you see in the lesson. Please subscribe. Check out my Facebook page. Please click like so you can get all my updates. This is a really fun song, so let's get started. The song starts with the chorus. I'm going to play it really slow, then break it down a measure at a time. So we have the first measure is a measure of 2/4, so it only gets 2 beats. We start with the sus2 chord, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, the high E string open. Down, we come up, we play the D chord, we play the D chord again with another down, then an up. Timing, 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and. Sus, D, D, sus. Next measure starts with the first beat again, because this measure is going to get 4/4 time. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and that's the second measure. So first 2 measures. One more time. Third measure is going to start the same as the first measure. We're going to have a sus2 chord, D sus2, D chord, and then we're going to hold that down, up. Then we're going to move over to the 5th fret with our index finger on the B string, 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the high E string. This is going to be an upstroke. 2 upstrokes, and then a downstroke. Take your 3rd finger off. And then we're back to the D. So the third measure would sound like this. Now if I was to count it, would have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1. Fourth measure is the same as the second measure. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then the next measure is the same as the third measure. And then we would go to the A. So we have the first measure, second measure, third measure. Next measure is the same as the D on the second measure. Repeat. Now a D again. Now we have one more measure of 2/4 for the D before we get to the A, which is just going to be 1, 2, and. Then we're going to go to the A. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. For the A, we're going to be playing, we're going to bar the 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret on the D, G, B, E string. Then our 3rd finger is going to come here to play the sus4, and that is going to happen on the and of 3. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So on the and of 3 with an upstroke, you put your 3rd finger down. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So now I'm going to play through that whole figure a couple of times real slow for you. D again. One, two, four, A. And that would take us through the chorus. The second pass through, he plays the D chord for 2 full measures. So instead of going 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and so the second time through the chorus, we're going to move into the verse and the A this time. You're not going to play the sus4. The A is only going to get half a measure, down, down, up. So I'm going to play the last pass through the chorus into the verse. Into the verse. So the second time after the 2 Ds, the D with 4/4 and the 1 measure of 2/4, you're going to go back to the A for just 2 beats versus the versus doing the sus4 one. I'm going to play through the verse real slow. First I'm going to do it the easy way the first 2 times through, and then I'll play it how he plays it. B minor, G, 2 measures, major 7, with the bar chords now. For the verse, we start with the B minor chord. You bar the 2nd fret up to the A string, 2nd finger 3rd fret, B string 3rd finger 4th fret, D string, pinky 4th fret, G string. We're going to strum down, down, up, down, up, down, up. An easier way to play the B minor chord if you have a hard time with the bar. Same strings here, same notes. 3rd fret, 4th fret, 4th fret on the B, G, and D string. Index finger just plays the high E string. If you have a hard time with the bar, you can just play it like this. I'm going to go to a D chord, the 5th fret, the bar chord. 5th fret, 7th fret, 7th fret, 7th fret. Same strumming pattern. He plays it with his pinky, I think, which is like this. So you basically bar this finger across the 7th fret of the D, the G, the B string, 1st finger on the 5th fret of the A string. If you have a hard time with this chord, you can also just play a regular D chord. It's the same chord, just different voicing. Now we're going to go to a G like this. Now you're going to use your thumb to grab the 3rd fret of the low E string. You're going to play the 3rd fret of the B string, 4th fret of the G string, 5th fret of the D string. Sound like this. Now, you could just stay on this chord. Now, the high E string is open sometimes it's not open. He does it both ways. That being said, we're going to start with it open. This is kind of like a G6 chord because you're adding the E to it. 1 measure of G and then another measure of G, and on this measure of G, you're going to throw your pinky down to the 5th fret of the high E string. And then you're going to throw your fingers around to play a major 7 chord, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. And then you take your index finger off. So that would sound like this. 1 full measure. Then we're back to the B minor. You can also just play G if you have a hard time with that. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Sometimes he goes like this, which is kind of cool. Instead of playing the. Sometimes he'll go. He'll play the chord like this, and then moves his first finger over to the second fret of the B string. So it'll be. I would play it like this. My hands are smaller, so I would do it like this. So you move your index finger over one. So that would be. And that would be another way to embellish the G chord. And that would take us through the verse. That's going to go a total of 4 times, and then it kicks back into the chorus. The outro, we're going to have a D chord. So we start with the D, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now you're going to hammer, you're going to keep your third finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. You're going to hammer onto the 3rd fret of the A string with an open A first, and then hammer. And then you're going to use your thumb to grab the G. So that'll be. And then thumb. Second measure gets split 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And that would be the outro.